So Mika Hakkinen back on top of the world in Brazil. But it was Rubens Barrichello who'd filled into Lagos on Grand Prix Sunday. He and the stewards can take plenty from this race.
A great start, a great 24 laps where I think Mika had a problem, but I was leading. I was just back to the Formula 3 times. I have a competitive car. There was no mistake. It was just, you know, I was actually faster than Michael at that time. He was on one stop. So we still have to play catch-up a little bit to get faster than the Ferrari and the McLarens, but we're playing with the big ones. We're really doing.
Were you aware of the crowd reaction as you were going around the track?
Well, but, I mean, it's almost 70,000 people, so you could see a little bit. You could see, I mean, you could not check because it was the concentration might have gone away, but it's you could just spare a little time with them. It was great.
You've ended up with no points, but still so many positive things to take away with you with this weekend. Is that right?
Well, I said at the beginning of the season that whenever you're knocking on the door, it has to happen. So for 2 races now, we're knocking to be on the podium, and we led the race. So it might happen soon.
Your 10th career win, and one of the most satisfying. You've got your winning ways back again.
Yeah, it's really great. I mean, I think we should get this already in Melbourne, to be honest, in the first Grand Prix, but the technical problems stopped us to do that, and I'm very grateful. I think the team, all the mechanics, engineers has done a fabulous work. They got the car finally reliable and strong, and it's great to finish the Grand Prix, and particularly like this, winning a race, getting the fastest time in a qualifying, so everything went like a perfect way.
David, very bad luck today. Take us through it from the start.
Obviously, a bit surprised at the start when I saw the lights go out. I must have been in the hollow in the engine because it just stopped immediately. I didn't even move, a centimetre. So it was disappointing because I knew that Charlie wasn't going to do a safety car if any car stalled in the grid. So effectively, that meant it was going to be very difficult to get any points. But anyway, we could use it for testing and went out again. And then we had a gearbox problem, so I had no gears.
Very early days in the championship. No one's really got a big leap. Presumably you're reasonably relaxed at this point.
No, I'm incredibly disappointed. It's 2 races and no points. Championships can be won by getting a good start to a season, and to come away to the first 2 races with nothing on the board is very disappointing. This time last year I had 12 points.
It was always very close throughout the race. What was it like in the cockpit? What were you thinking?
I was hoping we managed after the pit stop the first position, but obviously he was able to put in some fast laps and came out in front of me. But we didn't do anything wrong. I guess he could have stayed out longer anyway and would have done it later then. So we tried to use it to the maximum, and as usual, I believe we achieved the maximum with our performance and our package. And so we should be happy. On the other side, nothing has happened yet. He has 10 points, I have 6 points. We go to Imola, we go to an open situation still, so there is no clear decision in one direction. And therefore we can be a bit more relaxed compared to Saturday.
It's a dream come true for Frentzen, really. 2 podiums in 2 races, coming to a new team, almost a stranger. But he's not a stranger to us. He drove for us in 1990 in Formula 3000. I'm particularly pleased for him.